I spoke to her on the phone.
Don, yes it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Don. Good to see you. Thanks for taking forever, Scott. Thanks for talking to them forever. They're supposed to be at 4 o'clock.
Okay, are we ready to get started? Okay, good. I'm Penny Morales-Shaw. I'm a representative from the Houston area, and I'm joined with my esteemed colleagues, Retta Bowers, the Dallas area, Cassandra Hernandez, Mihaela Plesa, and Mrs. T, the Dean of our house, also from the Houston area. And Mihaela, what area do you represent?
I represent Collin County.
And Cass?
I represent Dallas County.
Right. So when we came to the floor yesterday, we came of our volition. We knew what the stakes were, but we also knew that we have a legal battle to fight in the court because the Governor Abbott has said that he is determined to get these redistricting maps passed. So we knew what was ahead of us. What we didn't know is that we were going to be arrested en masse when he directed the Sergeant-at-Arms to lock the chambers and not let us exit. And then we were basically put up against the wall and said, not literally, but figuratively put up against the wall and said, no one's allowed to leave unless they basically sign a piece of paper consenting to moving custody, is what I call it. We are not criminals. We are statesmen and women. We are elected just like those people are. They have no, I'm here, I'm speaking for myself. I'm here because when I left and went back to Houston to take care of important matters that had been neglected, I was watching Nicole Collier and our chairman Wu, and I said, that's what we should have done. We were wrong. I was wrong. I'm not going to speak for everybody. She was right. I'm with Nicole because that was the right thing to do, and I'll tell you why. There is no legal basis. There is no House of Rule basis for what is being done. It's illegitimate. The only power that they have is the power that I give with my consent for them to be able to do this. And I've thought about it, and I might have done the wrong thing on day one when my back was against the wall, but I am correcting course. I am correcting course. I went to my doctor's appointments in Houston, and I never even went home. I had 3 DPS people with me at different times. I never even went home. Yesterday I left in custody, and I came back in custody because I stand with Nicole Collier and Jean Wu. This is illegitimate. This is a wrongful use of power, and I will not condone it. And I don't want to be a part of setting a very bad and low precedent for future legislators. Because if it's okay to just make up a punitive thing, that we knew we were going to get a spanking when we came back because it happened in 2021. But this, again, has no legal basis. It has no House rules basis. It is made up. We were already in the chamber of our own volition. There is no reason to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on 40-plus DPS units that should be home with their families today or doing real law enforcement work. We should be, and paying them overtime 24 hours a day to be right with us except in the bathroom. I mean, we could be paying for kids' school lunches at a school district or something. This is a waste of your taxpayer dollars, and I'm going to let my colleagues speak. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you to our colleague, Penny Morales-Shaw. I am Retta Bowers. I am the first vice chair of the Texas Legislative Black Caucus, and I do stand here with my colleagues and sisters, but also in solidarity with our sister, Representative Nicole Collier. I am outraged, but I want to say we are outraged with the constant surveillance that has been placed upon us. I stayed in town last night. I checked myself into a hotel, but we came here of our own free will. We walked in, and I told the colonel of the Department of Public Safety that why would we be considered a flight risk if we walked in of our own volition? We walked in. We are not running from anything. We have not been running from anything this entire time. So I want to be clear that this is a blatant violation of our freedoms as Texans, as Americans, and of duly elected officials. I stand shoulder to shoulder with Representative Nicole Collier and all of my colleagues here because we are being subjected to extreme and unnecessary measures. Taxpayer dollars should not be wasted following elected officials around like criminals. I did feel some type of way when I was locked here in the chamber, but even in my very nice hotel room, I felt some type of way because I felt like I was imprisoned in that very room. We are not criminals. We are not flight risk, as I've said. We are representatives of the people of Texas. Those resources belong to Texans. Right now, families in the Hill Country who lost everything to devastating floods need our help. Yet instead of providing relief, those dollars are being spent on constant DPS patrols. And while I respect the kindness and professionalism of some of these officers that have been assigned to us, this is not where their duties should lie. Law enforcement should be protecting Texans from the real dangers, not surveilling state legislators. Texans deserve better. They deserve safety, security, and leaders focused on their needs, not political intimidation. And as Texans and Americans, and as duly elected officials of this state, we demand better. It is time to end this misuse of power and return to the real work that matters, serving and protecting the most vulnerable in this state. Thank you. And now I'd like to turn it over to my colleague, Representative Cassandra Hernandez.
How would your rules supersede safety?
Thank you. Thank you all, everyone, for being here today. I'm so honored to stand and